Yo, what's up? Y'all already know what it is. It's going for the gusto. Hey, look, we got this special post Thanksgiving special for y'all. We in the lab with Boom Bam Bunansky. Give it up for my boy. And you know I'm right here, Bartholomew. You know what I'm saying? Say the name slow. Don't say it too fast because you can pronounce each letter. You feel me? Hey, listen, we gonna get into it. Look, Thanksgiving is a time for us to be thankful, and especially with football season, I know a lot of teams have some key assets, so things that they're thankful for. We can agree or disagree, however you guys feel like, you can comment or whatever about it. But we're going to go down that list for each team and try to see what's popping. Let's see what these teams say they're thankful for, all right? So we got the Cardinals. They thankful for the NFL draft.
Nah, that's probably I seen that. That's probably actually true because they don't really got nothing really going for them right now. Like it's not a lot of bright spots for them. I would say they probably most thankful for Kyler Murray being back. Kyler Murray being back, they look a lot better as a team. But yeah, like they gotta do something big in the draft.
Yeah, I feel like they need some. They got to pick up some really big key assets for the draft. So that was like very important for them to rebuild their program. They needed those draft picks.
Well, and if they keep that number 2 pick, then they definitely better grab Marvin Harrison Jr.
They better not trade it. I swear to you, they better. But all right. So next we got the Falcons. Arthur Smith has to go eventually, right?
Yo, hey, shout out to Soren, man. Soren already, hey, he driving, uh, he driving to get him up out of here train. The residents, Falcons fans. Hey, shout out to my cousin. he, he ready for him to go. So I guess if you put it like that, that's that.
Bro, they
Right.
said, look,
But Bijan, no, they should be thankful for Bijan.
yeah, man, that man been carrying the team on his back. Them boys want to say Arthur Smith. Like, leave Arthur. I think they just like the way the word Arthur roll off their tongue. Say, let's get rid of Arthur Smith, man. Leave Arthur Smith alone. Oh my goodness, Baltimore Ravens. I definitely agree with this. Depth. They definitely have that on their team
Because they get injured in bundles or something like when they like if one running back get hurt, all three decide to be hurt. Like I don't know how they do it. So
and then the crazy part about it, like their backups, like are same style plays for their offense. So it's just like regardless of who you put in, you're still getting the same style play. It doesn't matter. So that's
yeah, they shout out to they GM and Harbaugh because they really do draft the right way. They draft players that fit the mold of the players that they got on the team.
yeah, I agree. Let's see if we agree with this one. Buffalo Bills. Dorsey is gone.
Man, I mean they fired him, but it didn't really change anything. I would just say, I mean, for me personally, I say, hey man, they should still be thankful to have Josh Allen on that roster, because when you got a star quarterback, that takes care of a lot of the problems for that roster, like off the rip. So
Man, and I'm glad you said that about Josh Allen because I know a couple of episodes ago we had like some controversy about, Josh Allen and his playing and his production. Now what y'all got to say? We been told y'all that boy was him. That's what they need to be thankful for. Ben told you that boy was him. Stop playing with us. Carolina Panthers. It's only year one. Boy, listen. And I know they talk about Bryce Young.
they are, man. If anybody, man, because they gotta say that because they don't trade the other pick to Chicago. So now they don't even got even they playing terrible and they got the number 1 pick, but it's Chicago pick now. So
yeah, them boys depending on them boys say, hey, we gotta have faith.
Bro, yeah.
Them boys in the word.
Faith. They walk by faith and not by sight.
Hey man, look, we'll go harp on it. Hey Bryce Young, them boys thankful for you. It's only year one. Chicago. Six more games, my boy.
They just funny for that, man. They just funny for that. I ain't gonna lie.
Justin
Man,
Fields got to get through 6 more games, my boy.
because of the name on, they like, well, we got two top 5 picks. They just trying to get to the end of the season. They don't even care.
Ain't they the no? They wait. Well, I don't know if it's between the Panthers. I got to fact check that. Are the Bears like who's the most sacked quarterback?
Washington. What? That's who it is.
We ain't even got there yet, but hold on. We gonna get there. We gonna get there. Matter of fact, just go ahead and go to Washington. I'll bounce back up. Washington, what we got to be thankful for? I'll bounce back.
Hey, man, look, Sam Howell, look. As a Washington fan, we thankful. I ain't worried about what the media said. You know, the media go up and down after every game. I ain't worried about all that. Once we get rid of them coaches, and we got some good draft picks. You know, we got $90 million
Yep.
in freed up cap coming into the offseason. So, you know what I'm saying? Let's draft a left tackle. Let's go pay a right tackle. Let's go pay a tight end. Let's draft a linebacker, pay a pass rusher, and then we'll be back.
Yeah.
We'll be back in it. So yeah, man, we definitely thankful for Sam over here because that was that to get him in the 5th round and for him to be playing the way he playing, leading the league in passing yards and everything.
And bro, taking the amount of hits that he's taking and still producing, that's crazy. You see a lot of quarterbacks. Like I'm not, Andrew Luck, we love you, but when you had your time with taking just that many hits of Sam Howell, bro, you was like, bro, you can't take this.
Yeah, now next year that just ain't gonna be a thing. I know we're gonna invest in the offensive line heavy. So
yeah, we got to do that. The Bengals, the future is still bright. That's a.
I mean, it should be bright. It's hard to say because Joe Burrow ain't got his contract yet. So once he gets paid, somebody gotta go. I mean, they gonna obviously keep Chase, but
yeah,
Mixon, Higgins, they probably gonna be gone. So
yeah, but it's
draft the right way.
It's still gonna be tough though because like we still don't even know what's the deal with Joe Burrow's arm, like for real.
What the wrist? Oh
yeah.
Well, no, I mean it is he. I think he having surgery on it though.
He having surgery. Probably the best route. So their future's still bright. The Browns. They thankful for their defense. Now
they better be thankful for Myles Garrett. Myles Garrett is an animal, boy. You better be thankful for him.
You better be thankful that boy caused corruption. Listen, bro. Half of the time, boy, I be watching them boys play. I be like, boy, Myles Garrett did something. I don't even know what defense they was in, but he did something. It confused the offense.
It don't even matter. They run stunts every place. I said, Myles, you go 1-on-1.
This boy get in the Tech 9 position, and you be like, oh, that boy about to get across that. Oh, that boy just hit the stunt.
Yeah.
I say he lined up in a Tech 9 and hit the stunt. Boy, ain't no way he did that. Dak Prescott for the Cowboys. It's finally our year.
See, Cowboys, because these Cowboys people gotta chill out, bro.
So I'm reading this, right? And the funniest one was the Cowboys one because they literally put that saying in there because they know Cowboys fans say that every year.
That's why they did it. Hey, matter of fact, you know what the Cowboys should be thankful for? Cowboys should be thankful for their fan base.
Yeah.
Every year.
Cowboys fan base.
Shout out to the Cowboys fan base. Shout out to be too cool, man. Them boys, hey, year in and year out, them boys is ready. Them boys,
bro. I think they should all get like a percentage of equity from the Cowboys organization due to like how much money they invest in like Cowboys. Just for them to still disappoint at the end of the year.
Oh man,
we gonna let that one ride. Oh look, Broncos. Hey, y'all boys, y'all trying to make a turnaround. It says winning games.
Hey, Shout out to that. Hey, shout out to my boy Fredo. Hey, shout out to that. They turned it around.
Hey, what the last 4 Sundays? Fredo said, "Hey, Cowboy." He said, "No." He said the Broncos going to the Super Bowl.
That's what he said. So hey,
Speaking of that, there were 4 teams that were undefeated in the month of November. I can't remember. There's the Eagles, the Broncos, the Indianapolis Colts, and there's one more team. I can't remember, but they were undefeated in the month of November. So I know those 4 teams should be thankful for that. But we're gonna keep going. The Lions, Dan Campbell and Brad Holmes.
Dan Campbell has turned that team. He turned that whole city around. In a major way. I'm with that. I'm with that. They got a whole different culture. They play football to win games now rather than playing not to lose.
He's one of the coaches, and like I've watched a lot of coaches on the sideline for their teams, and don't get me wrong, like I know certain coaches don't necessarily wear their emotions on their sleeves, so you don't really know how they act. But Dan Campbell definitely wears his emotion on and off the field. Like, and you can see the passion behind like he carries for the Lions. And like that much passion is rubbing off on those players, and those players are producing, dog. I think they just roll with their energy. Like it's like a bowling ball of love, just doggone gathering up full speed and just pushing forward, dog.
Yep. With
that's them boys. Jordan Love has shown some progress.
Packers fans should be thankful for the longevity of them having a quarterback, because that don't really happen.
No.
That only happened a couple of times in the history of football to go from one Hall of Fame quarterback to the next. So the Packers fans, they I'm spoiled because they was like, well, we went from Brett Favre straight to Aaron Rodgers, and so they thought it was gonna happen again, but it ain't. It don't just happen like that.
No, I don't think. Now, when they say he showed some progress, like we still haven't. I haven't personally seen enough from Jordan Love. Like I get being thankful that he showed like progress, but you could tell like there's still room for growth. Like
yeah, I see the ability there though. I think he can get better. I think what they needed. I think if I was them, I would stick with him for at least another year. Like let him play a little bit. Like everybody want to be so quick to. Everybody think they drafting Patrick Mahomes every time. Like just sometimes your quarterback got to develop.
Yeah, and open up the playbook for Jordan Love. Like I feel like, and maybe it may be simplified. The playbook seems like it's just simplified for him, I guess, like for understanding purposes. But I feel like they should just open up the playbook and see what he actually can do.
And draft some receivers in this draft. It's a receiver heavy draft. Draft a receiver.
Yeah, definitely. All right. The Texans. CJ Stroud. We already know. Hey.
Enough said. Hey, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Enough said. Just that.
We can just move on.
Yep, that's how it went.
All right. Oh my gosh, they do this to the Colts. We grateful for Shane. Like we grateful. We grateful.
That's what yeah.
We grateful. Like we grateful. That's all I'm gonna say. We grateful.
Hey, look, don't hey man, look.
We grateful. Cause I ain't gonna lie, that play calling, like it's gotten better. Like it has gotten a lot better. And we've not like the Colts ain't really been like a real high demanding scoring team, but like they know how to control the game. They just control the game a little too close sometimes. Like like they don't try to hurry up and punch you, but then again, like they're always making the game just so close. It's just like sometimes it's okay to take away, take off, but we working. Well, we grateful for Shane. We grateful. The Titans are grateful for no more Ryan Tannehill. Now that's messed up.
That's messed up. You could just say they grateful for Will Levis. Them boys just had to fire the shots. Like,
wow, that's crazy. That is crazy, boy. So, all right, Jacksonville. So Jacksonville really gonna do this. Nah, I'm gonna tell you who they said they was thankful for.
yeah,
They said they
ETN.
was thankful for Travis Etienne. I get it.
He having a pretty good season, but yeah, they need to be thankful for Doug Peterson coaching job because they are overall way better team
Mm-hmm.
and like in all assets of football. Doug Peterson now turned that thing around.
Yeah, he did. He did. All right. So Kansas City, they grateful for old Steve.
Now I will say this: the Kansas City defense did come out of nowhere. Like he coached that defense up, and they play defense now. Like and it's unexpected coming from Kansas City, but
Yeah.
they play defense. And shout out to Trent McDuffie because I think he'll probably be an All Pro corner. I liked him coming out of college. I didn't even remember he got drafted to the Chiefs until this year. When I was looking, I was like, oh, he went to the Chiefs. I was wondering where he went at when he got drafted
Bro,
last year.
listen, I gotta apologize to this man because let me tell you something. I was like, you know what? Them boys gonna pick on him. I said this and I ate my own words, bro. They picked on the wrong person, dog.
The man, hey, him and Sneak, they both look good.
Yeah,
They both look real good. Like,
they what they call what we on a string. You know how DBs, y'all. We all on a string.
yep.
Yeah, we on a string. Them boys are on a string. Oh wow, Raiders. I get it. Firing Josh McDaniels. See, now I
I
want
would
everybody
say
to know, like, we're reading this from another source. All right, there is we are not giving slander. All right. If you need the source, just comment. I give you the source where we got it from. Y'all can get on them. But listen,
right. Yeah, I mean, I feel it, but yeah, Antonio Pierce, taking over that team, gave them a whole new energy.
yeah,
So, I mean,
that worked. Chargers hiring Kellen Moore. That's the
the OC,
OC offensive coordinator. Yeah,
yeah, he was the OC for Dallas last year. I don't, I don't, I would still be thankful for Justin Herbert. I mean, the Chargers they're not really a better team than they were last year. They're like a 500 team again.
like
That's just who they are.
I haven't seen them decrease or increase. It's like they plateaued like at their performance. It's just
Right.
like they're still doing the things they can do. I mean, like you said, ooh, LA, bruh. Listen, I needed this man on my fantasy because I had no faith in.
And what I call them Puka Nuka, but Puka Nakua, yeah. Hey, that's a steal. They got him in the third round, right? Third round.
Yeah,
That's a
third
steal
round.
because he looked like a star in that offense.
Bro, he's almost like their number one receiver, like for real, for real. It's just like, oh, okay, well, I guess that's the way we're rolling. Jalen Ramsey's return from the Miami Dolphins.
I would say Miami got a lot of stuff to be thankful for. Mike McDaniels, Devon A-Chain, who is a game changing player with that speed at running back, and you got to say Tyreek Hill though,
Yeah,
because that's the main. He is the one that allows them to allows their offense to do everything else. So yeah, Jalen Ramsey coming back is big, but Jalen Ramsey is probably on the backside of his prime.
mm-hmm.
When Tyreek Hill is, even though Tyreek Hill is talking about retirement, he's still in his middle of his prime. So
I think Tyreek Hill is actually, and like, to all the critics that, I understand like the love of the game, but if I'm not mistaken, Ray Lewis, he said it best, and that's why I'm not mad with Tyreek Hill like voicing his retirement, because doggone Ray Lewis said once you leave it all on the field, you giving the game everything you got. You know what I'm saying? So you felt like you've done enough justice for the game. And I
yeah,
can say that
I
Tyreek
think
Hill laid it down for us.
I think what happens, bro, is like the media wants it to be like the media wants to be the one to push you out the game rather than you walk away on your own volition. Like when Andrew Luck walked away, he was still in his prime. Luke Kuechly walked away in their prime. But also, you can see Tyreek Hill is doing other stuff, like he got his podcast and stuff, which I think is another part, because a lot of football players, they keep playing for the money. But I'll never forget when Luke Kuechly said that they asked him, was it super hard to walk away from the game? He said, no, I was good. And he was like, what makes you say that? He said, because I took my money that I made on the field and made twice that amount off the field. So money was never an issue that I had to think about. And I always thought that was so dope, because like the way his mindset was, because he was talking about being able to have his whole mind when he go to play with his kids, right, and stuff, like and just thinking all that stuff ahead of time, I think was dope. So I think Tyreek Hill got a similar mindset where he already won the Super Bowls and stuff, but now he's thinking ahead. He got all these endeavors. He got kids and stuff. He want to be ahead of that curve.
Yep, ahead of the curve. I like that. The Vikings. Kevin O'Neal and Josh Dobbs.
So I know why they said that, because Josh Dobbs, but like they obviously made this list before they saw it last week. Because
I said we're grateful for
Josh. but no, this is what I will say about that though. I saw the report that said Justin Jefferson coming back, so that's what they need to be thankful for. Justin Jefferson coming back.
That's what we agree. I agree on that. I definitely agree on that. So yeah, they definitely made this list prior, but for New England Patriots.
They're just saying no football this week. Man, I'm dead. You hear what I'm telling you? Them boy been thankful for the bye week. That's beyond me. Yeah, but honestly, like they're one of them teams where like I don't know if I didn't watch them enough, but all these, even when a team is bad, they normally have a player or something that you can point to, like at least they got this young stud, he gonna be better, and you know what I mean? Like last year, right? When the Jets were bad, it was like at least they got Garrett Wilson and Breece Hall. They will be all right, but when you look at the Patriots roster, you'd be like, I wonder if any of them are gonna be on the roster next year.
Hey, that must be like Mac who?
Man, but they probably gonna grab a QB. They might end up getting Drake May in the draft. They get Drake May, they'll be all right.
Yeah, they could keep Mac Jones as a backup. Fair. At least you know what it feels like to start.
That's true.
The Saints being in the NFC South.
Oh, they say that because they in first place in the division, even though they 5. No, but they lost to the Falcons though.
They did lose to the Falcons,
so they might be tied though.
Hold on, you fact checking it?
Yep. I'm interested to see that. Yep, they lost to the Falcons, so now the Falcons leading the NFC South.
Yeah,
at 5-6.
Yep.
5-6, and they leading it, tied with the Saints.
So maybe that's what happened when you too grateful too fast.
Yeah.
Too grateful too fast. All right. The Giants, I give y'all this. This was the same statement that they had for the Cardinals. NFL draft. Yes, Giants. You guys need it.
Giants.
You can't run the ball like that, my boys.
Giants should be thankful for Dexter Lawrence. Dexter Lawrence is a beast up front. He having a great season. And what they really should be thankful for the fact that they was able to keep Saquon, and Saquon didn't walk out the door. Now Saquon probably still gonna walk out the door this year, but
the thing about it is, I'm glad they paid him, because like even though the Giants are not like a lot of football, and if you guys watch football, you guys understand like there's more to the game than just the running back running the ball. There's blocking assignments and all that stuff that plays a part. The O-line plays a big part in the running game, right? You can have a stellar running back, but Jesus, if you don't have the line that you need to help that guy produce, sometimes it's hard getting past both levels, like breaking both levels tackle, right? You expect the NFL running back to at least break one tackle always. You expect that, which we see a lot in a lot of NFL running backs, but doggone, when it come down to the Giants, we working. They working. And all them hits he took, he should definitely be appreciative of his check.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
He deserved it. They paid him to get hit. That's what they paid him for. The Jets, their defense, they better be proud of their defense.
Specifically, Quinnen Williams and Sauce Gardner.
Yes.
That is, man, because they both super young, so you gonna have them for the next couple of years.
Can I apologize to those guys? I literally let me tell you something. When a young guy come in the league, and it's probably because we getting older, and you see a lot of I'll be like, bro, they probably gonna come in the game so arrogant, this, that, and the third. But them guys really play humble football. Like I don't see a lot of like conflict, you know what I'm saying, like going on with them guys, on the field. They just really playing ball. Like seriously. Like I seen a call, made on Sauce Gardner of pass interference. He just took it and played the next play,
and that's big. That's big. Yeah.
Be like, all right, well, shoot, my bad. Let's go. Let's keep playing. Like to see young players do that, like move on and like keep playing, it's just like, oh, bro, like I'm proud of you. You're not fussing with the refs. You just like, hey, we'll move on nowhere. We'll get the ball back and still play because the defense wins the Jets games. So regardless of the mistakes they make, they be like, all right, we'll fix that. My bad. Let's hop on the next play. Interception. Boom, going the next way. Like, yeah, bro, that's how you make up for it.
Yep.
And he's really good at making open field tackles. Like, that's really good. Like, both of them boys, really. Who you got? The Eagles. Now, I think this should say something else, but they say they're grateful for AJ Brown.
Philadelphia?
Yeah, Philadelphia.
So Philadelphia should be grateful for two things. Now, AJ Brown, I understand that. It's weird that they said AJ Brown for the Eagles, but they didn't say Tyreek Hill for the.
Yeah. So all right. So okay.
Yeah, but that's kind of weird. But the thing I would say about that is that their GM, I can't call his name right now. First of all, they gotta be thankful for him because he's the one that went out and got AJ Brown. He went and got Kevin Byard. Like he doesn't rest on his morals. Every day he's going to try to get somebody.
Yep.
And so with him going to get AJ Brown was just as impactful as AJ Brown has been. But I'm gonna say one that you're not expecting, but I think this is super important. The Eagles should be thankful for Jason Kelce. Because this is the thing. This what a lot of people don't understand. So, y'all stay tuned. Y'all let me know in the comments how y'all feel about what I'm about to say. Jason Kelce plays center for the Eagles. He is him. Well, Lane Johnson was there too, and I think Jordan Matala was there, maybe, but I'm not sure. But he is the centerpiece of the Eagles that was there when they won this, when they beat the Patriots in the Super Bowl.
There you go.
He was still the starting center, and so he gives that offensive line a sense of toughness, a sense of security. Yeah, because he actually was talking about on the Kelce's podcast. He was thinking about retiring too, but I think he's the one common denominator when these Eagles teams are good. Like he keeps everybody even keel. Like when you listen to him talk in the press conferences, and a lot of people don't understand. He gets to the line, and it's different than when Peyton Manning gets to the line and he calling out all the stuff. When Jason Kelce put his hand on that ball, he immediately pointing out stuff. Hey, you see that? You see that? Look, right there. He coming down too.
He communicates with the quarterback. So he looked back at Jalen and said, no, bro, we're not doing that. Like, no. Like, oh, he was like, they were like, all right, well, shoot.
Right. And everybody talk about the whole tush push with the Eagles. Who's the man that Jalen Hurts is running behind? Jason Kelce. So I think they should be thankful to have him.
Yep, most definitely. I agree. I agree on that. Oh, let's talk about the Steelers. Them boys fired. Matt.
The Steelers is another one that I would say you gotta be thankful for Mike Tomlin. Mike
Yeah.
Tomlin somehow like they don't never look good on paper, but Mike Tomlin makes them win. He's just I don't know how he does it.
He in the game. The high beat.
Because I mean you could also say the Steelers defense and then you could also say TJ Watt because TJ Watt is up there with Myles Garrett as just dominating. But man, Mike Tomlin, like I would love to have that as my head coach because he gonna make that they're gonna find ways to win. But Mike Tomlin just coached them up too good.
And then they're also like the Steelers on these last couple of games. They also learning how to rotate their backs. And I think that's always been a problem. People was like, Najee losing his stuff. I said, no, I think they don't know how to rotate their backs enough. And I think that was the problem that they were having. But now offenses picked up rotating their backs the way they're supposed to. Like, you got to understand that a lot of teams see Najee in the backfield. They be like, oh, they're about to run the ball. And they stack the box. Like, you got to understand.
Yeah, and Kenny Pickett is not always accurate down the field to make them safeties play honest.
Yeah.
Just come down and play.
Yeah, so but now they're learning how to rotate players and play calling is getting a lot better. So that's working out for the Steelers. So I honestly think they're gonna finish the season strong. To be honest with you, I think so. San Fran staying healthy. They got to be thankful for that.
Yeah, I mean, I guess when they say I guess they talking about just the fact of they lost 3 quarterbacks in one game in the playoffs, which is terrible.
Mm-hmm.
San Fran is another one that just got a coach that like it don't matter who the quarterback is. Like he finds a like Shanahan. He puts these players in favorable like situations all the time. Like I don't know how he like. I would love to like sit in a room with him when he watching the film and he drawn on the board, and I'd be like, "You just did something just now," because they run plays and people be wide open. Like like he just he's a magician. So you gotta be thankful for that. But out of all the great players, shout out to my boy Trent Williams, who was a longtime Washington.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna be a first ballot Hall of Famer. You gotta be thankful for that. And then they got Fred in the middle, man.
Yeah.
Hey, if you find you a Fred, I think every great defense has certain like common denominators about that defense, and everybody don't always talk about that. But if you really look at these defenses, they all got a middle backer. See, like if you bring up the 85 Bears, you got Singletary, you had Jack Lambert when they for the Steelers when he playing with no teeth in his mouth. Jack Ham, like playing in the middle. The 01 Ravens had Ray Lewis. When the Bears went to the Super Bowl, Brian Urlacher. Even the 86 Giants, when everybody was talking about LT, Harry Carson is in the Hall of Fame. He was in the middle. Like, no matter, everybody want to talk about the Legion of Boom. Bobby Wagner is a first ballot Hall of Famer. You know what I'm saying? Like, that having that guy in the middle, calling out the plays, keeping that defense together. I think when you get one of those, even the Panthers, Luke Kuechly, when they went 15-1 to the Super Bowl. All these all-time great defenses all have that guy in the middle that be like he's the guy that everything runs.
That middle linebacker definitely he should be the number one guy in the film room. Like he should definitely be the number one guy and should be understanding that like no tomorrow because people just be thinking like linebackers are just straight up pounders, but they gotta play in coverage too. Like you know what I mean? Like they gotta do it all. They gotta hit and play in coverage. Like you know what I mean? So like it's 50-50 with them. Like it ain't no 80% 20. It's 50-50 with them. cornerback sometimes we can run up the field and we'd be away from the play. We'd be like, oh, okay. That linebacker's always in the play.
Always in the play. He's the point of attack. When that quarterback walk up to the line at audible, he should be audible into it. Hey, we back in this. We all right. Because it's a chess match, and like having that guy, especially like you said, a 3-down guy. Because the league has kind of changed to where all linebackers ain't 3-down guys. But when you got a guy that can stuff the run on first and second and then, move them feet with the tight end on third down, you got something special.
That's true. All right. They want to talk about Seattle improved defense. I don't know I think people funny.
Well, Bobby went back to Seattle, so that helped.
Yeah.
And then they got Tyreek Woolen in last year's draft, who was a great pick. And then they got Devin Witherspoon in this year's draft. So they got 2 really good corners. And then they got 2 really good corners. And then they got Bobby, and even though Bobby older, he still can kind of get everybody.
Well, that's true. They just keep their defense on the field too long. Like, I mean,
they're like a well-rounded team. They don't have a great defense. They don't have a great offense. They just, they can play with anybody.
Yeah. They on the Libra scale, they balancing out.
Right.
They balancing out. All right, the last one. Tampa Bay Bucks. Tristan. That's what we got. We got Tristan.
Oh, they got Tristan Wirfs.
Yep, Tristan Wirfs. Yep.
He is the best player on their team, easily.
I agree.
I
think they actually hit that one on the head.
Yeah. The only other thing you can say is Mike Evans, because he's the only other super consistent.
Mike Evans gonna give you Mike Evans though. Like that's just Mike Evans gonna give you Mike Evans.
Yeah, and we got. I hope people I hope as players coming up that look at Mike Evans' career and say, I want to do that, because it's cool to have. I got 4 or 5 All Pros, which is a big thing. Don't get me wrong, but to never not hit 1,000 yards from the day you stepped. Every single season, from the day you stepped on this football team, you had 1,000 yards receiving. That is impressive, and I think that people need to look at that, because it doesn't just show consistency. It shows staying healthy, taking care of your body, being consistent. And so, I think Mike Evans is going to leave the team after this year and try to go to a team where he could win a Super Bowl at. Because he getting up to that age, but. That's something to be thankful for, just having a consistent player of that caliber inside of your locker room at all times.
Well, shout out to Mike Evans.
Yes, sir.
Boy, just keep doing it. Well, man, this shows us what all these teams have to be grateful for. And like I said before, some of these statements on these teams, look, don't blame us. It's not slander.
Please don't blame us. All we doing is reading and reacting.
That's it, man. Well, y'all already know what it is. It's your boys going for the gusto. My boy Boom Bam Bunaski, your boy Bartholomew. We in the lab with it. Hey, comment, tell us what y'all thankful for. You know what I'm saying? We thankful to have y'all as our supporters, especially people that like, subscribe, and share. We're definitely grateful for y'all. We're still a growing platform, so keep us in y'all minds when that time comes to view in and watch these episodes. And like you said, like, comment, and subscribe. You got anything else for them?
No, that works for me, man. We are thankful, man. We thankful just to have the opportunity. We thankful for everybody that tunes in, man. We just thankful for everybody that's taking this ride with us, man. We out of here.
You.